Monday, baby. We here. If this is your first time joining, my name is Andrea Fitzgerald. I'm an author, a speaker, and also a person really obsessed with personal growth and development. So each week we get in the gym and we do our mental push-ups because the most challenging yet rewarding work that we will ever do is own ourselves. So today, friends, the title of today's mental push-up is the power of connection. Yes, the power of connection. So this was inspired a few weeks ago. I woke up, it was a Saturday morning. I think we were headed out of town maybe in a few days. And I was like, okay, we got to be at this place at 10:30. We need to do this. We need to do that. We need to do this. That's what I'm telling Christina. She was like, yeah, I'm not going. I was like, oh my gosh, here we go. Right. Um, but she was like, listen, you come in here, try to tell somebody what to do. You want to go do X, Y, Z. And you hadn't even this week, you hadn't even taken the time to see me. Like you haven't asked me how my week is going, how my day is going, how do I feel inside. Like you just have not taken the time to connect with me. And here you come in here trying to get what you want, but you have not taken the time to see me. And I realized in that moment, I was like, dang, she's right. Because that week I did have a ton on my plate. And really somehow it kind of slipped from the day to day where I did not take the time to see her. And it just showed me the power of connection because I noticed when we connected, it's on. You know what I'm saying? Like the request is okay, but when there is no connection, baby, like who knows, right? Yeah, you get an attitude, but it's really about the connection. Like the connection is what drives all of that. Like if you're consistently making deposits, then it's going to be a different experience. And so as I thought about that, for myself, challenges I've had personally and professionally is connection. Because as a teacher, I was like, oh, let's go in here. I'm going to teach you. As a coach, I'm going to go in here and I'm gonna run this basketball team. And even in a relationship, I'm like, if I do these set things, then I should just have a good relationship. But it doesn't work like that. At the root of all of this is really connecting to others and seeing people, um, and also you being connected to yourself. But I think connection is key. So there's a couple ideas that I had that I just want to share with you around this idea. So I think the first one is being in our heart and in our head. I mean, you have to have your head to, I think, make logical decisions, which I think sometimes I can be very logical, but it's also like getting into your heart, being vulnerable, holding space for others. And those things are just as important, like, I think I was telling someone this recently. I said, yeah, you can do all the things. Like, I know I do a lot of nice things for Christina, and stuff like that. But it's also like, hey, sit down and watch this movie with me, or whatever. Like the small things. This, I think, just being in your heart, I think, also I think allows for you to listen better. Like you can feel more connected that way. I think also something else that I think about this idea of connection, what I began to see is true connection starts, I think, a big piece of it is character. I think sometimes, like I know when I was younger, I was focused on a lot of the wrong things in terms of, oh, I want to be with this person, right? Like, I would be focused on like how do they look, how much money they make, stuff like that. And those things would be important. Don't get me wrong. And it's also about character. I think that to me is someone's heart. Like who you are, how you treat people, when you go to a restaurant, how do you treat the waitress, are you humble, some of those things. But as I think about like true connection, like it's having great character. I think the people side of things is I guess what I'm saying about all this is really about people. People. And I think the other thing is, as we think about this idea of people, is people oftentimes like buy people, right? So I think about in my business, when I first started, I was very results oriented. How much money can I make? And now that's, I mean, it's a focus, but it's really not. To me, it's more about the how can I add value? How can I serve? How can I how can I build a connection with this person? Like, I might I might, send a book for free because I really just want, I want a new teacher to have it, or hey, let's go ahead and check this out, but it's really about building a relationship. Because I think when I first started, I was like business is kind of like it is a relationship. It's all about relationships, because you go in, you just somebody just meeting you, you like, okay, let's get married. They don't know you, right? But it's like, hey, can we go out on a date? Hey, let's talk on the phone, let's text. And that to me is like building a relationship. It's like, oh, let me send you this book. Hey, let me send you this t-shirt. Hey, can we hop on this call and I can ask you some questions? Like, it's really building connections with that person. And I think that's just in general, is really connecting with people. So I'll close out with this. I know this is some of my random reflections about connection, but as I think about this is what came top of mind for me. So I think, whenever I travel, I stay at this one hotel, y'all. Like, I'm talking about, I ain't stayed nowhere else since I've been here, you know. But this trip, I decided I was gonna remix it. People that be talking, they be cracking their shade, some y'all stay nowhere as me and my colleagues here. So this time we said, all right, bet we try somewhere else. And this is a phenomenal hotel. I mean, top notch, baby. View is bomb. And I was telling my colleague, I said, I don't know what it is. I said, I like it. I said, but something is different. I don't know what it is. And as I was telling her, I said, you know what it is? I said, it's the people. It's the people. They having to travel once a month, it's a lot that goes into that. You gotta pack your bags, you gotta leave your family, you gotta, what I'm saying? But they make it feel like home. When I pull up in that hotel, I'm like, I feel like I'm at the crib. I talk to the people that work there. Like, we have deep conversations. It's like, hey, I need this, I need that. Like, they really take care of you. But it's the people. It is the connection that I have with the people when I pull up in that hotel, that it feels like home. And I think that's the power of connection. Like, as I said before, I'm beginning to understand, even relationally, it's about the time that we spend with people, you know, because I think something that I'm beginning to see is like the fragility of life. I know recently, one of the basketball players, at Kirby, from several years ago, passed away, younger than me. It's just like life can change in an instant. But it's really about us valuing people and connection. That's what it's all about. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Get out there this week and do those mental push-ups. And as you go out this week, I want to keep that rookie state of mind. Well, what's that, Fitz? Remember, the level up is in the losses. Problems are a privilege. And yes, you might be new to this, but I know you're true to this because you're in this moment right now. And I believe in each one of you. So get out there this week and do those mental push-ups. And I'm out.